Today's story is about a girl named Amy. She's funny, she's smart, and she's always ready to learn. But one day in class, something happened that taught her a very important lesson. A lesson about forgiveness, inspired by the story of Joseph in the Bible. Let's dive in. This is Miss Pam. The kids love her for her kind ways and her lovely stories. This is Amy. It was a bright Tuesday morning. Amy walked into class with her usual big smile and her backpack that jingled because of the 10 keychains she refused to take off. During art time, Miss Pam announced,
Today, we're going to explore the wonderful world of arts.
I want you to draw your favorite thing in the whole world.
Amy was excited. She drew herself as a doctor, a baker, an astronaut, and even a superhero, because she believed she could be anything. Next to her sat Toby, her classmate. Toby liked to joke around, sometimes too much. As Amy stood up to get more crayons, Toby reached over and scribbled on her drawing. Not a tiny scribble, a big, messy blue line right across her masterpiece. When Amy came back, she froze.
Toby,
Her drawing
what have you
ruined.
done?
Her dreams crossed out.
What?
Her face turned
Toby,
red.
why would
Her
you do
hands
that?
shook. She felt tears in her eyes. Amy was hurt. She was angry. And she didn't want to talk to anyone, especially Toby.
I'm sorry, Amy. I didn't mean
That's
to ruin
when
your
Miss
nice
Pam, their teacher, walked over. Miss looked at Amy's ruined drawing, then at her hurt expression, and she smiled at the
I think it's time for a short story about forgiveness. Gather around, everyone. Today, I'm going to tell you a wonderful story about forgiveness. Let me tell you about someone in the Bible who went through something much worse. His name was Joseph.
Joseph was one of the 12 sons of Jacob, and he was special. Not just special because he was loved, but because he had dreams. Big dreams given by God. One day, Joseph shared his dreams with his brothers. He told them, "One day you will bow down to me." Now, imagine being one of those brothers, already jealous, already feeling like your father loves Joseph more. And then Joseph says that. The brothers were angry. Their jealousy grew into something dangerous. One day, when Joseph went out to meet them in the field, the brothers made a terrible choice. They grabbed him, tore off his colorful coat, and threw him into a pit. And they even sold him to passing traders going to Egypt. Joseph became a slave in a foreign land, alone, confused, betrayed. But God was still with him. Joseph was taken to Egypt and sold to a man named Potiphar. Joseph worked hard, stayed honest, and God blessed everything he touched. But soon, he faced another painful situation: false accusations. He was thrown into prison for something he did not do. Imagine that. Betrayed by your family, sold as a slave, and now punished for something you're innocent of. At this point, most people would give up, but Joseph didn't. Even in prison, he kept believing. He helped others. He interpreted dreams. And soon, his gift opened the biggest door of his life. Pharaoh, the king of Egypt, had a troubling dream that no one could explain. Joseph was brought out
And
of
in your
prison
dream,
to interpret
the 7
it.
healthy cows
He
represent years of
explained that
abundance,
Egypt
followed
would
by
face
7
7
lean
years
cows
of
symbolizing
plenty
years of
and
famine.
7 years of famine. Pharaoh was amazed and said, "Who else has the wisdom of God in them like Joseph?" And just like that, Joseph was promoted from prisoner to prime minister of Egypt, the second most powerful man in the nation. He managed the food, prepared the country for famine, and saved countless lives. But the twist of the story was still coming. The famine reached Joseph's homeland. His brothers, the same men who betrayed him, were now starving and desperate. They traveled to Egypt to buy food, not knowing that the man in charge was their own brother. When Joseph saw them, he recognized them instantly. All the memories, the pit, the betrayal, everything came rushing back. He
My
had the power
brothers,
to punish them,
I
to
wish to
imprison
offer
them,
you a place of
to
honor
take
and provision in
revenge.
this land.
But Joseph did something different. He tested their hearts, and when he saw they were truly sorry, he could not hold back his emotions. He cried and said, "I am Joseph, the brother you sold into Egypt." His brothers froze in fear, but Joseph continued, Do not be afraid. You meant it for harm, but God used it for good, to save many lives. And then Joseph forgave them. He hugged them. He welcomed them. He restored his family. That moment is one of the most beautiful acts of forgiveness in the entire Bible.
Pico. Forgiveness doesn't mean what someone did is okay. It means you choose not to carry the anger. You free your heart so you can grow and move up. How do you think Joseph felt when he forgave his brothers?
Maybe lighter? Like he wasn't holding a heavy rock anymore.
Exactly. Forgiveness frees us. And Toby, what do you think Joseph's forgiveness teaches you? That I should say sorry and not ruin someone's hard work?
I'm really sorry, Amy. I didn't mean to hurt you. I forgive you, Toby. Next time, ask before touching my stuff, okay?
Okay, definitely.
I have learned something powerful today. Forgiveness doesn't erase what happened, but it heals the heart. Forgiveness gives peace. Anger is heavy, but letting go makes you free.
Forgiving others helps you grow. It takes courage to forgive, but it's a sign of strength, not weakness.
Toby, you are still writing on my sheet.
Thank you for watching today's story.
If this message encouraged you, don't forget to like, share,
And subscribe for more inspiring videos that help us grow in wisdom and kindness.
See you in the next one. God bless.